swimming. So, in fact, when we finished the examination of the military academy, the commander of the academy, of the war academy, said to us that the Navy demands students, new students for the Navy, who wants to join the Navy, to have a step forward. I have a step forward and I enter the Navy. But I find that the Navy is not journeys, and I find it fighting and training and difficulties. Yes, military life. And when you are an officer in the Navy, you are always education, many examines are we must.
It's like a basic need for any person in the military. He should be acquainted with the latest in his specialty.
And I was specialized in underwater warfare first, and I worked as an underwater warfare officer, and I commanded a squadron of motor torpedo boats in the Red Sea and in the Mediterranean Sea. I have a good knowledge about the theater of operation at that time. And then after that, I command a group of 6 boats. After that, I went to the Command and Staff College to graduate from I have master. After that, I went to the Soviet Union, and I have reconnaissance course, also master.
Then you returned back from Russia?
Yes.
And you were then appointed to do a special mission in the Navy. Yes. What was that?
Yes. When I returned from Russia, I was appointed as the Chief of Reconnaissance of the Destroyers Brigade, then Chief of Reconnaissance of Naval Base Alexandria. Then I occupied a mission in the intelligence service in Cairo, intelligence department. After that, I was appointed Chief of Reconnaissance of the Navy, Chief of Reconnaissance in attrition war and in October War.
Now we'll talk about the war of attrition. You have 2 missions, just before and after the war. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Attrition war, the Navy mission is to destroy, trying to destroy as possible as they can the majority of the naval ships of Israel, to have the control over the sea in order to achieve our missions. So in October, 21 October, the destruction of the destroyer Eilat.
How did they manage to change dynamics of the game from defeat to victory? How was that done?
By building up the Navy, training, trying to have more morals, good morals after the defeat of 67 war, hard training, all this raised the efficiency of the Navy. So when we return to the missions which were achieved in the attrition war, I will try to remember 9 missions. First, the sunk of Eilat in front of Port Said base in 21 October. On March 69, and a submarine, submarine, Israeli submarine, Dakar, approaches Alexandria. A minesweeper, Egyptian minesweeper, attack the destroyer, the submarine. The submarine, the depth under the submarine was not enough. So when it makes speed diving, it hits the bottom of the sea. So, and it lost about 69 persons. This was registered in the International Encyclopedia Gronel at that time.
It's a Navy encyclopedia?
No, it
General.
General encyclopedia of every year, for every year. So now we destroy Eilat and destroy these. Revenge was to destroy the oil refiners in Zaytiyah, in Suez, by air raids from Israel. Then after that, Israel also tried to land some tanks from a landing ship in Suez Bay, in the north part of the Suez Bay, from Abordis in the right the bay to Abu Darak, which is south of Sokhna, and tried to fire any object in its way, and then when it arrives Zafarana, it returns back to the landing ship and again to Abordis. This is as a revenge. This operation was filmed by the cinema to raise the morale of the Israeli after the destruction of Eilat and Dakar.
As far as I know, you stand behind the production of many of the films telling the details of destroying Eilat.
We have two main films. One film is The Road to It, which explains the three raids of the frogmen against the ships in Port Eilat. The other is Yom al-Karama, which describes how the motor rocket boats destroyed Eilat, the destroyer Eilat. So there is difference between Port Eilat and three raids of frogmen and the destroyer Eilat, which approaches. So we can return back to the attrition war. The Israeli forces have a battalion of anti-aircraft rockets 40 kilometers east of Port Said. These rockets deny any aeroplane to fly from Egypt or from any place in Egypt to El Arish. So the destroyers are given a mission to destroy this battalion of rockets, and in November 69 it fired this battalion and destroyed it. After 1 week only, the first raid on the port of Eilat by the frogmen and destroyed 2 ships, Dahlia and Hydroma. After that, this was in November 69. After 2 months, the second raid against the port Eilat, we destroy Bat-Yam and Bet-Sheva. The enemy have a revenge. He used the air raid against Shadwan and destroyed an observation point in Eilat, in Shadwan. After that, we know that Israel Israel tried to buy this Hafar from Canada and tried to send it around the Cape of South Africa and to Red Sea and to Eilat. Israel tried to regain or gain more petrol from the oil petrol which it's occupied in Suez Bay. So she bought a driller from Canada and tried to send it to Suez Bay to take more petrol from this area. Gamal Abdel Nasser give an order that this driller should be destroyed before it enters the Red Sea. So the frogmen and the intelligence service tried to follow the road of the driller. The first station where the driller stop is at Dakar in Senegal. The frogmen flied to destroy it in Senegal, but unfortunately it left before they can do this. Then it enters after that Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire. The frogmen managed to fly from Cairo to Zurich to this port and destroyed there. Yes, wonderful job. In this job, for districts, for the intelligence service, the general intelligence service, the war intelligence service, the general intelligence service, the navy, the intelligence service passed these frogmen from the airports during the period where the Palestinians are very active in capturing the aeroplanes. So there was in the ports, in the airports, there was strict inspection. But in spite of this, they managed to take the oxygen and the dress of the frogmen and the mines to send them to the place where they do this. The ambassador of Dakar took this frogmen to the place of the driller, and they destroyed the driller, and then they fly it again. So four districts are in operation to do this mission.
In fact, they are wonderful memories. We've enjoyed them very much. At that point, we end part one of our story. Next time, we'll be talking about your life. We'll be digging a little bit deep into your life, your academic life, your dreams, difficulties you've faced in your life. So stay with us.